Okay, so welcome back. I realised that my last video of rebuilding the diff, the part at the end for putting the diff back in the car and setting the slipper didn't download for some strange reason. Anyway, so we'll continue. You put your rebuilt diff in the car. You have taken your slipper apart. You have cleaned it. Make sure there's no grit or any debris from the pads in there. Nice and clean. Put it back together again. Just put the nut on. Not too far, just so it's tight, it's holding it. Now, what we need to do is make sure that initially, or the slipper slips before the diff. So, what I do, because I don't run vented plates, is I like to put a line on my slipper plate. That way I can see it. If not, you've got to try and move it around. You've got to see it move with a little bit of light on it. It's very difficult. Put a line on it is great. If you've got vented, it's even easier because you've got lots of holes. You can see the holes moving around. So what I want to do is I want to make sure, hold this tyre, put it on the floor as hard as possible. Put my thumb through the gap. It's very difficult to see. There. I've got my thumb and my nail lodged in my spur gear. And what I'm going to do is I'm then going to very slowly but twist this wheel. You can see it's actually quite tight already. There we go. If I just hold that down a bit harder, the wheel. There you go. Can you see that? See it's the slipper slipping? Now at this moment in time, I'm reckoning that diff is a little bit loose. Or that diff. Yeah, it's very close to being perfect, I would say. But what I will do is I'll stop the camera. I'll tighten up the diff just a little bit. I'll take the wheel off, pop the top link off, go in there. And when I say a small amount, a very small amount on the screw, very small amount, and then I'll come back and we'll try again. So I'm just going to pause it for a second. Okay, so back. So I've tightened up the diff. I hardly tightened it at all, but just needed a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take it again. So what I'm going to do is this time I'm going to grab the wheel with my hand, put my thumb on the spur gear like so. Let me just move something out of the way so the car doesn't rattle around, and then twist this. And you can see the slipper's slipping. So what I'm going to do is, at this moment in time, I'm quite happy with that. Now if the slipper, if that was moving around really easily, you just want to tighten it up just a little bit. Just keep doing it until it starts to get tighter and tighter and tighter. But your initial setting when you go out on the track, you want to make sure this slips. The slipper is slipping just a little bit, and try it, and then come back in. Do a couple of minutes, come back in and check everything again. The diff will have settled in. So you might find you have to tighten up the diff just a little bit, or you might find you've got it perfect first time. Great. But just keep an eye on it through the day, because things will settle down. The pads will settle back down. They'll get warm. So you just need to keep checking it just to make sure it's doing what it's supposed to do. Always try and have the slipper working before the diff. Just saves the differential, and it means it will last longer through the day. Hopefully you should get a full day through your diff if you built it correctly, and you're driving it, well, I wouldn't say driving it properly, but you're not being stupid with it. You're not being stuck on a barrier, you're not giving it full throttle trying to get over the barrier, and you're stuck and you're trying to burn your tires off at the same time. But that's what this slipper's for. That's to try and save you as much as possible. Hope this helps. Anyway, good racing.